Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be talking about the paradox of the Pisces. Okay, so this video is specifically to talk about how Piscean energy, when it is um, concentrated within a person, within a human vessel, how I kind of see the way that Pisces moves, which is a paradox. Okay, so let's talk about it, why don't we? So Pisces is really this sign or this energy, especially when it's in a person, that can want to be the martyr, and whenever I think about codependent relationships and I think about addictive relationships, I do think about that on the sphere of Pisces. Now, it's really interesting because while Pisces very much knows the interconnectedness of the world, of the universe, and of everyone, and acts upon that and acts according to that, Pisces still finds a way to live in squalor or squabber? Not squabber, not squabble. Yeah, and like squalor. Is that how you say it? Basically just bottom of the barrel shit. And it's obviously not all Pisces, okay? What I mean is that what I've noticed from a couple of the Pisces that I've come across, and I have a lot of Piscean energy within my chart too, so I have also experienced this as well. Is that let's say you have like a picture of 5 different relationships, 5 different partners to be in a relationship with. Pisces would see them all as the same, right? And what really matters is how this person acts towards them, how this person, acts towards people, and just this person's character in general, and this person's soul, this person's aura, right? And so Pisces would see them all they would all begin at the same standpoint, no matter what this person's occupation was, no matter this person's background, and no matter this person's goals. And I think that's really problematic for Pisces, because when we are in the standpoint of everything is everything and everything is the same, but is a different vibration of each other, why would you choose the lowest vibration? And I get it. Pisces is like, there is no level to this, etc., etc. But the fact of the matter is that there is a time where Pisces, especially when they're in relationships that are no longer serving them, if they had ever served them, where they start to realize, they're like, wait a minute, I don't want to be in this relationship. This is making me uncomfortable. I might be putting too much energy into this, etc., and etc. And then Pisces starts to realize, like, okay, wait a minute. Now I need to like leave this, right? I need to leave this relationship. But because Pisces didn't think about their standards as it relates to the relationship, they could just go into another relationship having similar or the same issues, because Pisces is very general, very, very general sign. And I am also I'm a very general person. If you tell me like, okay, what do you want? I'll say something super general. Like somebody could say, oh, what is one of your goals? To have a car, or to have a luxury car. Well, that's very specific. But let's say, for example, somebody who doesn't have a car. Somebody says, what are some of your goals in life? To get a car, to get a house. And that's very general, right? The Virgo is going to tell you what type of car, make, model, year. They're going to tell you the exact house if they don't already have a blueprint literally scribbled out. And so that's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying that Pisces need to be that detailed. That's not what I'm saying. But Pisces will take anything given to them. Anything in the name of divine timing in the name of this is what the universe wants for me, in the name of divine mercy, universal mercy. And this video really is to remind us, Pisces, that like we are the universe. You are the universe. So when you say things like, or you don't really put in effort into your life, into your dreams and your goals, because everything is the same anyway, and you know, everything is just a different vibration of each other, and it becomes very, it's not nihilistic, but it's a little bit, it's like that. It's not nihilistic, but also it kind of is. You know, it's nihilism with a little sprinkle, a little Pisces sprinkle on it. To tell yourself to not put any effort in just because, well, everything's the same anyway. No. Pisces needs to become comfortable with passing judgment in their lives and passing judgment on others. We all pass judgment on each other. That literally, we are the judges. We all pass judgment. Okay? If you decide, for example, if you decide you want to live in the warm climate because you hate the cold, you're passing judgment on the cold and you're passing judgment on the warm weather. Passing judgment is not this terrible, cruel thing. Judgment gets you from one place to another. Passing judgment, okay? So Pisces needs to become more comfortable with that. Because if, and I said in the example of the partners, you have 5 partners, you have 5 people here in line to be your next partner. And if you don't know who you are, Pisces, what you want, where you're going, you'll pick anybody in the name of, well, or, oh, this person gave me synchronous, this person has the same birthday as me, this person, this person's mom is from the same, like, you'll do everything in the name of synchronicity and divine this and divine that. Pisces, recognize that the signs of the universe is a sign for you. It is just a sign. It is not an answer. It is not the answer. Let me say that, Pisces. Do not make decisions. This is for everybody too. Do not make decisions based on synchronicity, unless you specifically asked for an answer to be answered or a question to be answered through synchronicity. Do you see? And it's usually very specific. So for example, if this person's my partner, you know, on our first date, if this person's my future, you know, let me know. He will be wearing yellow on the first date, you know, something like that. But if he's wearing yellow and yellow is your favorite color, please stop right there, Pisces, please. Because again, when you don't know who you are, you will be with a person for divine purpose, not divine purpose, in this kind of like delusional, divine intervention kind of way. And even though you may have these really big dreams, because let me tell you something about Pisces. Pisces has really big dreams. Okay? And this person that you have so much synchronicity with don't got no job, don't got no car, don't got nothing for themselves. Let's say you have all of this for yourself. I want to use an example, like a physical example. Let's just say you have all of this for yourself, this box, and whatever, all the contents within it. That's what you have for yourself. You curated it, you grew it, you expanded it, etc. This person isn't coming in with nothing. But because this person is wearing your favorite color, Pisces is like, all right, you know, yeah. And again, Pisces will say, all in the name of what? All in the name of divine, it's a part of the universe. And oh, whatever happens, happens. But Pisces, you are the universe. You are the decider. You don't have to be in uncomfortable situations if you don't want to be in them. That's really what this video is about. Don't be in uncomfortable situations to be a martyr, Pisces, because you are not getting money in the karma bank. Please, you are not getting some like, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people say like, oh, Pisces is not doing it for the recognition and da da da. Okay, then what is Pisces doing it for? Because we're always doing something for something. It doesn't have to be egoic per se, but we're all doing something for something, if you know what I mean. And so Pisces, you need to figure out why you're doing something, what you want to gain out of it, and what it has to do with you. You know, it's like saying, it's like deciding to move someplace, and then Pisces is like, where should I move to? Now, of course, at least for me, the first step for me to figure out where I want to move to is climate. Now, I already know what climate I want to be in, but I'm saying if I had a hard time picking where I wanted to move to, I'd start with climate. And then you may have a Pisces that's like, you know, it doesn't matter what the climate is. And this is what I mean. Pisces has to know who they are, because I know experience, go out and experience different weathers. Go out and take note of how you feel when you're around different people, when you're around different situations, and really get to know how you feel about it. Okay? Because that's what wisdom is. You have knowledge and then you have wisdom. And knowledge is, you know, for example, for me, I know that when I'm ready to build my house and get property and, you know, raise my family, I know that I want to be in an area that doesn't have like any ads. Like when I go to like any billboards specifically. So when I'm on the highway in that state or in that city, or when I'm, you know, in the city area, because I don't even really want to live in the city area, but when I am, there's not a lot of billboards. Okay. That's a criteria that I have for me. Okay. The reason why I was able to know that that's the criteria I have for myself is because I went out and saw that that was even a thing. Okay. And wisdom is you acting upon what you already know. Okay. So that's my advice for Pisces. Okay. Pisces, really begin to understand who you are and what you want. It doesn't have to be super detailed like Virgos. You know, it doesn't have to be step 1, step 2, it doesn't have to be like that. But it has to be well enough for you to live a life that later on you realize that wasn't really that fulfilling. All because in the name of, well, everything's everything. You know, don't look at life like that. Well, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have that belief. But if you have that belief, again, why would you choose lack versus choosing abundance? That's what I mean. That's for the Pisces. Pisces would rather choose lack for the sake of accumulating money in the karma bank that's not even there, versus choosing abundance. And that's what I don't understand about Pisces. Like, you can have extravagance and abundance. You just have to recognize when that is being offered to you. Okay? And be a little bit more discerning in your life. Just a tad bit. I know, trust me, y'all, I get it. Sometimes it is difficult for Pisces to be discerning in their lives. Pisces don't want to be discerning. Pisces is the last sign that actually wants to be discerning. But let me tell you something. When you're discerning, you, what's the word? You combat any feelings of uncomfortability, resentment, bitterness as to the way that your life is unfolding. Because you're the one that gets to choose how your life unfolds. So for example, like I said, Pisces will choose the guy that is, Pisces in her or his delusional state will choose the partner that ain't got nothing going for them. Pisces got all this stuff going for them. They got all of these skills and talents and certifications and, you know, whatever under their belt, and they will choose a partner that got nothing going for them, right? Because, oh, well, they're just a good person. And yeah, and so is a lot of people. A lot of people are good people. That's something that that people got to realize. A lot of people are good people. And what about it? You know? So Pisces will choose that partner, then later on maybe get on social media, start talking with friends or start talking to other people, and they'll be talking about their relationships and how their partner is, you know, is on the same or on a higher level, you know. And this is what I want to get started too. There's nothing wrong with your partner being on a higher level than you or you being on a higher level than your partner. We're talking about we're talking about levels. But there's an issue when there's a partner that's not, they're not even on a level. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's one thing if you're on level 3 and your partner's on level 5, but there's a lot of folks out here that Pisces for some reason is attracted to. I kid you not. Only Pisces is attracted to these types of people. Pisces at the delusional state is the only type of energy that is attracted to somebody at a level 0. I'm talking about a grown person who is not going out of their way to get there together. Only Pisces is attracted to that. Okay. Now there's nothing wrong with that. Once you wake up and you realize that Pisces, you can have whatever you want. And since you can have whatever you want, why put yourself in uncomfortable situations when you're going to be the one paying the most? You're going to be the one putting in the most effort. You're going to be the only person in the connection that actually has some substance, when you can choose to be in a cohesive relationship with somebody who puts in just as much or more effort than you, who exposes you to new experiences, new people, places, and situations, who is a guiding force for you, you know? And so again, I just urge all of the Pisces out there. Now that Saturn is in Pisces, I really feel like a lot of Pisces, I'm telling you, these people at level 0, sorry, not sorry. Okay. These people at level 0, you're not going to have no Pisces out here that's going to be, checking for you no more. Okay. Cause Saturn on Pisces is really getting Pisces like together. It's like, all right, what goals do you have? Where do you want to go in life? What steps are you taking? What's your status? What's your title? Like that type of energy. And, you know, Saturn is all about, adulting and adulthood, right? Amongst other things. And so when you think about it, when you get into a relationship, it's a very adult thing to get into a relationship. Okay. Because now not only are you responsible for yourself, but you're also responsible for how you treat a partner, you know, and how you go on about the relationship. So Saturn's more marriage than just like boyfriend, girlfriend. But I'm just putting that into context because, you know, with Saturn and Pisces now, a lot of Pisces placements are going to have to be serious about not only what they want from a relationship, and of course it depends on where Pisces is in your chart. So Pisces is in a different place in everybody's chart. So it's going to have different effects. But the whole point is to just be a little bit more, serious. You know, and remember, Saturn is more associated with, well, Capricorn and Aquarius, but more so Capricorn. And it has a lot to do with legacy. So if you're a Pisces that wants a family in the future and you're looking at prospects for who you want to be with, you know, it just doesn't make sense, of course, to be with somebody who doesn't have obviously those same dreams and goals, because Aquarius rules dreams, goals, ideals, and visions. Okay, so of course it's very important. That's not the only thing. Duh, just because somebody has the same goals and visions as you doesn't mean you guys are compatible, but at least you'll be in the arena with the same people is what I'm trying to say. Whereas Pisces can very much just be in an arena with everybody. And it's like, no, you don't want to be in an arena with everybody. because then you're going to start getting confused. 7 of Cups energy. You're going to start getting confused, and it's going to start being based on something that everybody has, which a lot of people have good energy. A lot of people have great auras. A lot of people have sad stories about their childhood. Like everybody has, uh, you know, a little something, something, everybody. But that cannot be your criteria. That cannot, Pisces, because that's going to get you nowhere. It's going to get you absolutely nowhere. You're going to be stuck riding, the motorcycles, and they have the person riding along on the little little motor cart right next to the motorcycle. You're going to be like that to a person who you don't know where they're going, because you don't know where you're going. They don't know where they're going, and because they don't know where they're going, you don't know where you're going. But Pisces needs to know where they're going. Pisces needs to know who they are. And like I said, it could be something so simple as, do I like cold weather or do I like hot weather? Do I like back roads or do I like the highway? Do I like the windows rolled down or do I like the AC windows up? Everybody's different, but it's important to know who you are, because only you know where you want to go. Nobody else knows. And that's why my favorite quote from a Tinashe song is from Lucid Dreaming, fellow Aquarius. She says, if it's my life, ain't nobody going to tell me how to live it. They can't see the way I see it through my eyes. So don't expect another person, just because y'all may share similar energy. Y'all may, just really kind of like, what's it called? Y'all may really just get along well, which is perfectly awesome. That's cool. Don't expect that person to know exactly what you want, and don't expect to follow that person's life just because they have good energy. That's another thing that Pisces can get very kind of wrapped in other people and other people's lives, and then deciding that, okay, this is now who I'm going to be, who this person is, because I like their energy, I like who they are. Do not do that. Okay? Do not do that. Because when Neptune goes into Aries, all my Pisces out there, listen. When Neptune goes into Aries, Aries is a sign of what? Independence, initiation, initiative. Did I say independence? Yes. And you, Aries is the sign of I am. It is the individual. We are all together. We are all one. Everything is the same, different vibrations. Yes, we all know that. Pisces. Once you get into the spiritual community and you understand spirituality, you start to understand that, okay, yes, we're all the same. Yes. But Aries is what makes you you. That's Aries. Aries is what makes you you. What makes Saint Vincent different from Turkey? They're all on Earth, right? Both of those places are on Earth, okay? They both got water next to them. But that's not a good enough reason to not know where you want to live. Does that make sense? And Pisces needs to know, where do they want to live? Do they want to live in Turkey? Do they want to live in Spain? Where do they want to live? And do not let it be in the hands of the divine, like you are not the divine. Do you get what I mean? Don't let it be so to the point where you're making uncomfortable experiences for yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like after a while, and I feel like after Saturn goes out of Pisces, you can do that delusional, divine, divine inspirational stuff. I've done that before. I've literally said, like, I don't know where I want to go. Give me a sign, and that's where I'll go. I have definitely done that. For sure. Okay? And I went, So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Okay? But I'm saying, like, at least know yourself is what I'm trying to say. Because let's say, for example, like, there's not really a place that I don't really want to go to. Personally, at least I don't know of yet. New York. New York. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to go back to New York, not for vacation, not for, no. I have family there. Now, obviously, I'd go for family reasons, like family emergencies or something, but I wouldn't go to New York for vacation. I wouldn't go, like, it's not one of the places that I have any desire to go to, because I've been there plenty of times and I want to explore new things. I was born there. It's time to explore new things. All the time that I'm taking up going to New York, I could go explore a new place. That's how I feel about it. It's nothing against New York. I don't hate it. And I tell people all the time, if you've never been, you should go. There's no hate in my heart for New York. But what I'm trying to say is, let's say I was like, oh, let me get a sign. Where should I go on vacation? And I got New York. And even though I know that I don't want to go there, going there anyway, because, oh, well, the divine told me to go. That's the example that I'm trying to make. So remember, Pisces, remember who you are, make decisions. You can have a general overview, right? For example, I was going on a trip, and I said it was a 2-state trip. So I had picked Colorado to go to, and then I didn't know the other state that I was going to go to. So I said, where should I go? I don't know where I should go. Where should I go? And I decided to go to California. So that was that first decision. I decided to go to California. My second decision was, well, where in California should I go to? Because that state is huge. So I said, I would like a divine message on which city in California I should go to. And I got a divine message, literally a serendipitous message, to go to San Diego. And I ended up going to San Diego. So that's what I'm saying. It could be so simple, Pisces. It's that simple. Where should I go in California? You have to at least bring it down a little notch and then go from there. Okay? And then go from there. But you have to start somewhere. You can't just allow everything to just be and not have any control over it. And not have any kind of initiative, any vigor towards anything. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys have a great day, night, evening whenever you are watching. Also, I have officially opened up bookings for astrology readings. So also dream analysis. So I'm doing rising sign regressions. So if you don't know your rising sign because your birth time was not available to you for some reason, I am able to regress rising signs without the degree. Okay, I'm not that advanced to do the degrees yet, but hopefully one day. And then I'm also doing natal chart readings. This is a reading focusing on your big three and specifically your chart ruler, where that is in your in your houses, etc., etc., which I feel like is a very foundational framework on how to understand yourself and your chart better. And I'm also doing dream analysis, which is also to help you gain a better relationship to your dreams and thus yourself. Eventually I might do an astrology dream reading, like, together, but right now all those three are separate. It's on my Calendly. I will put the link below. Don't forget that I also have a podcast called Sit and Die Party. I am in the mix, or I am fixing to record a new episode soon, and that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, that's all. Bye-bye.